Hey, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I'm Tish, and today we're taking a tour into my daughter's new big girl bedroom makeover. So stick around to get all of the details on what I did in this space to transform it. That is the doorway we just came through, and we're gonna start from this way first. So you have her closet on this side. So I added a mirror for her. That would be a full-length mirror for her until she's about 11 or 12 or so. I wanted to put a bigger one there, but it would not fit. And then above it, I have this letterboard. I didn't even realize it was a letterboard when I picked it up. Saw it at Target. Once I brought it home and looked at it, I was like, oh, it's a letterboard. But I just love the butterflies. She loves butterflies. And the color just fits perfectly with the colors in her room. And I thought it went well with the whole cottage in the woods theme with nature and woodland creatures. That clock is actually from her nursery, and that one I found on Amazon. If I remember, I will try to link everything that I can for you in the description box. Forgot to do that in my entryway video, but I'll try to make sure I do that for this one for anything that is still available. These shelves also came from her nursery, as well as the mirror. A lot of the things in this room are recycled, where I use them from her nursery or from another room in the house that I just pulled in here to work. So you don't have to go out and buy all brand new items when you're remodeling or redesigning a room. I always love to shop my house first. So these shelves were from Amazon that I used in her nursery. For whatever reason, I cannot find her pictures that I had up in her nursery, even if I were to swap the pictures out because she's a big girl now. I would have reused those frames, and I don't know where they are. So just for the sake of the video and getting the room done, I just put up things on the shelves that worked with the theme of her room and the only picture frame that I could find, and that was this one of her while we were still in the hospital after she was born. Her dresser was actually the dresser that was in my master bedroom, so I just gave it a fresh coat of paint, changed out the knobs and pulls to give it more of the antique look that matched the dresser and also went with the theme of her bedroom. These are some pictures that I actually created on Canva, and that way I got to pick the animals that I wanted. I went into Canva and created these beautiful prints and enlarged them, and you can get them printed at Walgreens or Walmart and they will send them to your home. Okay, so over in this corner I have the end table that was actually in my office and in her nursery, and now here it's been spray painted quite a few times. I think originally it might have been silver and I painted it white, then I painted it silver, then I painted it gold for her room, and then I had to repaint it once we got here. So that is something else that has been rehomed several times inside of my spaces. Her swing, I love it, and this is something again that will last. All I need to do is shorten up the chain area to make it higher as she grows, but she loves it and I think it's the cutest thing ever. Found it on Amazon and added the chain cover and then covered that with a garland that again came from her nursery and brought it on here because the colors still go. So here is the wall of seeds, and I actually have one more seed that I want to add. They're not permanent because I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this corner. I love having empty space, but because of the wall already having the mirror and the shelves, and you have the pictures here, it did seem a little bare over here in this area. So I need some suggestions. I wanted to put her growth chart over here to add height, and then I thought about adding the C's over here. So I have one more that I need to add, and maybe we'll just do that, do a collection of C's as we see them to add to this corner. And of course I will make it permanent. Right now it's just up there with some clear tacks, just until I figure out what to do with this space over here in this corner. But I love this library arch that I painted and created. The shelves are from IKEA. If I'm not able to link those shelves from IKEA, then I will link similar ones on Amazon. The deer head I've had for quite some time. That was on a gallery wall in my office. Can't remember where I got it from. Might be Hobby Lobby, but I spray painted that gold to match her bed, that old gold I think it's called, or bronze gold. Kylie loves to read. She loves collecting books, so I thought this would be awesome. Originally I was just going to keep the books in a loft in a library, but I wanted to make sure she had some right here for her to just grab and go and sit in this little corner and grab a stuffed animal and read to them, read to herself, and just have a little reading nook in her room. So we have some of our favorite books in here. He Is Always With Me is actually a book written by my cousin. So I am definitely going to link that down for you. It is such a great inspirational book, just to let your kids know you know that God is always with you. So definitely a great find and read for you and your kids. But she has her collection of books here and some of her favorite ones that she loves to read at night as well. It's super bright, so I know this might give off a bad glare, but I wanted to show you the curtain rod. This was a steal that I got for this large gold curtain rod. I believe it was less than $20. I think it was from Target. Everything that I can still link will be linked below. The curtains are nice and simple linen look curtains, and they were like $6 a panel or so. So I just put 4 panels up. There's 2 in the middle. That way when I close the curtains, the window is completely closed. But the curtains are thin enough so that when the window is open, you can see the window. I love having all that light shine in. This was an inspiration that I got from Pinterest, and it is this cute teepee. I added the garland on it to fit the whimsical theme for the Enchanted cottage in the woods, and as soon as I added the greenery to it, it just popped. It just made the teepee come to life. Like, it was just such a great and inexpensive addition to it. And here is the bed that she does not use. So I converted her crib into a toddler bed. Again, she's still not using it. Hopefully that day will come soon. But while we are here, let's look at this focal wall. I love it, and this is where the color came in, and I will share that color here on the screen. It is Sherwin-Williams. I love the way the color looks. It looks more mature. I was going for a softer pink, but it came out looking more bubblegum and very young. And I want this room, even though she's only 2, I want the room to last her until at least 10. Like, hopefully we can leave the paint color until she's 10. So I did the wood treatment. I did the herringbone design. I framed out first. I did the top and the bottom, then added the 2 sides, and then I added the 3 middle pieces. I just did everything based on measurements. I knew I wanted to have 4 sections. I just divided the height of that middle beam by 4 to determine where to put them, put my painter's tape in the spots, and went with that. I won't share the angles because that will differ depending on the size of your room, the wall, the height, the size of the wood you use, how many pieces you use. But once you find the angle, it's pretty much cut and go. I would never suggest that you cut all pieces at one time. I would definitely measure and cut as you go. You might think that all of the pieces in one panel are the same, but they will not be the same length. So that's my point right there. I did do the outlet covers in here as well, like I did in the entryway. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out where I did the board and batten wall in my entryway. And then the last spot in the room as far as walls is this one corner here. I just use her cube organizer. Again, something that has been reused for several years. It was in my closet, then it was in my office, then it was at her nursery, now it's here in the new house in her bigger room. I did change out the bins. I really didn't want anything on the wall to distract from the feature. So I got some hyacinth baskets to put in. Love the way that that turned out, adding that warmth with the wood tones. So it is actually the shape of a flower. Hopefully you can see that. Again, going with that cottagey theme. So I absolutely love this light and think it is just the cutest little touch of warmth and whimsical. And then we have the rug, another Amazon find. This is what inspired the color. Absolutely love the rug. It is a vintage rug, and that just means that some of the color is faded out, which gives it longevity because it already has that vintage look. And I didn't really talk about her name. That's the same name that I had on her wall at the nursery. I believe it's Carpenter's Farmhouse. I can't remember the name. I will link them down below. Hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. I would also love to have you join me at home, so make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And I will see you all real soon in a new video. Bye.
Appalachian sunrise meets my